the stream. Today we'll be having our weekly Vanguard tournament. My name is Kino Rossi Lesna, and I'll be commentating as we go along with our tournament. Um, so far, I think, if I remember correctly, what we were told it was gonna be a single limb until we reach top eight for Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was Swiss match until reaching top eight. Then we go for a single eliminations. For the first round, I think this will be for the first round. The first one will be against uh, Noel versus Anton. Currently, they're still preparing for the round. And overall, I think this should be pretty simplistic. I think Kuya Anton will be playing. I think it'll be Raziel, and for Noel, I think I am not. I'm still not sure about the deck for Noel since I have. This will be my first time shoutcasting this tournament actually. Just let me just change the names here. Noel, and then Anton. Everyone is still preparing to set up their decks. They're still trying to get to their seats, and they're I think from what I hear right now, they're still doing they're still doing their cheer. They just shouted Cardfight Vanguard. Yeah. I'm still not sure why it's not updating. This should be. Yeah. Oops. And let me change that. I'm not sure which deck Noel's is. I'll just leave it blank until I see the G3. I don't have prior knowledge on what deck he uses. I'm only seeing right now that that it has a Michu Forerunner, but we will see until it reaches the G3. So you can see right now that they are currently not milling, we're like redrawing. This is the start of this is the start of the match. As we go along, once the first rounds has been finished, there will be more people that will be coming to the seat as well, helping me commentate about the matches. So the round is going off, starting off with the first turn going to Noel, and he's still thinking. Decides to discard the G1, and that's a PG actually, with the skill to put into rest. So far they're I think they're doing I'm not saying that they're doing the same thing. Um so far they're able to call back for their units that they discarded back to the rear guard circle. Anton has called Cellgown, and he activated the Vanguard skill as well as Cellgown skill as well, and gets a critical trigger, dealing 2 damage to Noel, and that would be hard since that'll be 4 damage away to 6 damage. All right, now rides the G. Noel now rides the G2. Now calls will he call the recycler? Yes, he will be. Oh, that's not the recycler. I'm sorry. He's now calling for a rush. Deciding whether or not he's gonna place it to the other side. He now declares his attack. That should be 18. And that's the critical trigger. Now both of the units cannot hit except for the Vanguard. If it pulls out the trigger, will it? And it does. It now pulls a trigger, a critical trigger, in fact. And there the trigger, and another damage trigger appeared, causing it to stop the assault onto Anton's turn. He rides his G2 and proceeds to reveal the top three, checks, and then he now shuffles due to the G1's skill. 3 to 2 damage is pretty. It's pretty equal as I would say. On my perspective, yeah. But so far, I think he has the upper hand. I think. As right now, Kuya Anton is still checking. He discarded his PG as the cost and searched for the order. Now, what would he do in this situation right now after he's preparing for his G3 ride the next turn? He energy charges. Counterblasts and puts the order back to the bottom of the deck for him to check top 5. And calls 1 and shuffles the deck. And not shuffle, I mean, put it. Yeah, it is shuffle, and then that order card will be put in the bottom of the deck. He calls Theophalt, which is very very strong since he already played an order this turn. It will gain, I think, plus 5,000, if I'm correct. And due to her skill, she can check the top 3 or 5. 5. And calls 1 that is G2 or less from the Vanguard. And he calls another Theophalt, of course. That is very, very, very sad for Noel since, of course, he's at 2 damage right now. And I think he really wants to keep the cards that he has on his hand right now. And he's going to start the attack. That should be 23. Unless it's energy blasted. No? Okay, never mind. It should be 23. He should either guard 15 or no guards. He no guards and gets the trigger. Now the Vanguard's now 20,000. 20,000. This should be a 15k attack, and that's a no pass. Alright. And he goes to attack again for another Theophalt. Oh, it attacks the rear guard. Okay. And he ends the turn. Now he discards the draw trigger and then he rides onto. Okay. Kyrie. Now he's no name of the deck. It's Kyrie. I'm really sorry. I do not know the name of the decks of the cards. Because normally they play different decks when I played back in the day. All right, due to Kyrie's skills, it bounces back and goes for the triggers. That's a heal trigger. That's very good. Heal is good. Recovers 1 damage, gives plus 10 to Kyrie, and since he has no rear guards left, it will do nothing. Since Kyrie will only be fully activated once it persona rides itself. So now that Anton's turn, he rides to Raziel, calls Selgown. Now what will he do here after he calls Selgown? He now calls Theophalt from hand. And now starts the attack. Oh, he does not. He does not. Oh, he forgot the energy charge. Okay, that's. He energy blast 7 to draw a card, and then starts the attack. Guards with the draw trigger. Selgown skill. It checks the top 2, puts 1 to hand, 1 to the bottom of the deck, and then Raziel now attacks with its skill, counterblast. Calls 1 from drop. 2 from drop, I mean. And it's still a twin drive, so that's 2 to pass. No trigger, and no trigger. Alright, it doesn't go through. And another assault from the left side Theophalt. That should be 18 again, I think. Yep, he guards one, and he uses the recycler to draw a card. Attacks with the other Fault, and he'll also be using Cellgown skill, I think, after the end of the battle. Okay, Cellgown skill checks the top two, adds one to hand. Of course, he puts the Raziel in the bottom of the deck, and I don't know what card did he pull. Okay, that yep, it is it's another unit. No, it was Sanctitude. Okay, that was the Sanctitude that he got from from the top two that he checked from Cellgown. And now for Noelle's turn, he now rides to Kyrie again. That's the Persona ride. That means her full skill has now been fully active, allowing her to counterattack after bounce. If I remember. Now he starts off by attacking the right side tier fault, and now his other rearguard attacks with the skill to draw one. Let's see there. All right, that was a no guard, and now Anton is now at 4 damage with the Kyrie attack. All right, it doesn't go through since he guarded with it, and now he stands and draws. Persona rides to Raziel. The skill to draw. And then he charges as well. Alright. He now calls a G2, two G2 units. As of right now, he's gonna be initiating the battle phase already. Now, what would Noelle do right now? As of right now, he still has 3 damage left. So, he should be relatively fine if he can survive this onslaught, since it's Persona Road as well. So, we're gonna start off right now with... Alright. They're still deciding. Alright, never mind. They're still deciding. And Noelle has to double check what Raziel can do, even though he already knows what he can do. Like, come on. Alright. That's the first attack. Will he guard this or not? Normally he should guard this because the next multi attack will have a bigger number, which will be harder to attack. Since this has no boost. Alright, he guards. And now... Alright, he checks the top 3. Puts the bottom, shuffles. After this unit attacks, I think. And then the left side attacks right now. Alright, that was a no guard, leaving it to 4 damage. Alright, Raziel attacks, skill, counterblast. He calls 2 units. That would be Cellgown on the other G2. Will he guard this? Yes, he will guard with the perfect guard. He's discarding the crit trigger for this. And the first check is crit, and the second check is a no trigger. This will hit hard, and if he takes this will be the end for Noelle. So he has to guard, obviously, and as I can see right now, there's an over trigger right on his hand right now, which he should not play. Oh, okay. If that's the only thing that he can guard with, then that will be the only thing he can guard. So it's on to his skills. Due to the G2 skill. Alright, on to Noelle's turn. He Persona rides again, I think. Yep, that he Persona rode again. He, at this point, he should really change. He should really turn the tides after this part, since if he cannot finish him off at this turn, it would be over for him. Regardless of what he will be doing, he has to finish at this turn. As right now, he called the G3 unit. He's starting to call more units afterwards. He's checking whether or not he still has the triggers to have the boost needed to attack Anton. And now he starts calling his rear guards into the left and right. All right, now he starts his battle phase. Now he attacks the Vanguard. He's asking if there's any skills that needed to activate. He said none. Deciding whether or not to guard, and he guards and goes for the right. He attacks, and he no guards this, and there's a trigger. That's plus 10,000 to Raziel. The G1 skill. I am to add one card to the from drop to hand, I think. Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, it is. I think it should be order that should be added to hand. Yes, it is the order card. I think that should be the blitz order. Yes, it is a blitz order. Preparing his defenses later on. And now Kyrie now attacks the Vanguard. Skill, it bounces. And then now calls back 2 units. And there's the Sanctitude. And there's the heal trigger. And since he cannot heal, since Anton's at 5 damage, it'll be a waste of a heal trigger. But gives the plus 5,000 to the G2 on the right. Second check is a critical trigger. The plus 10,000 to the G2 again with the crit. The crit is on the right side unit. And then the third check, there's no trigger. So the 20k boost is now onto the G2 right now. Starts with the left one. And Anton guards, and of course he will be guarding this attack that has 2 crits. If he lets it through, this will end the game, but surely Anton will not let that through, since of course he has an OT on hand, and that's the end of Noel's turn. Now starting off Anton's turn right now. Will he Persona ride right now? Yes, he will with Gratias, the Chalice Cup. He now Persona rides without even overriding. He now calls his units right now. Energy charges, energy blast, and energy charges. All right, he now uses Raziel's divine skill. 4 crits will be placed into the deck, and any damage trigger that we place there will be counted as a heal on the next turn. That's the reassurance if he cannot finish Noel off right now. So we're gonna start off with the battle phase. And starting off, the assault's gone. There's a trigger. That's plus 10 to Kyrie. The G2 skill goes into the soul. Checks the top card, I guess. Yes, it checks the top card. And now the right side rear guard attacks. Noel has the guard now, or the game is over. Alright, guards with the recycler. And now energy blasts 2 to draw. And intercepts. Now Raziel attacks. Counterblast. He gets 2 units from the drop. Call into field. And currently now Raziel now has triple drive, since because of the Raziel's divine skill. He calls on Teofeld, and I think that's gigantic. if I'm correct. Yeah, I think that should be gigantic. Noel goes off with the perfect guard. Goes order and crit trigger. And then draw trigger. That's 2 triggers. This will be hard to guard now. Now he attacks Noel again. He attacks Noel again. Is this pushing him to get to use a perfect guard? Yes, he is pushed to use a perfect guard. And he discards a heal trigger for that. And now Tia Falls Assault next. And goes with the Blitz order. Now he has to guard more in order for him to successfully block the attack. He's thinking to intercept. He's now checking how many cards Anton has on his hand. If the card is worth intercepting, and it is. He intercepts the card and he ends the turn. Noel actually survives this turn, and now it's going to be his turn afterwards. Alright. Does he have a... He has no Persona ride right now, so that's going to be skipping the ride phase. As of right now, he can... The only thing he can do is attack now. He calls on the G3. And the rest of his rearguard units. Alright. They gain +5, yes. Currently, Noel has 5 damage. Same with Anton. This should be the last turn. And he starts the attack off now. And he attacks the Vanguard. Alright. Goes for the left rear guard. What would Anton do? He should be guarding, yes, with the draw trigger. That has +5,000 shield when guarded against a G3 or greater Vanguard. Now the Kyrie attacks the skill, it bounces off, and he now calls his 2 other units. Alright. Forces the PG. Checks the drive check right now. First check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger. Third check, no trigger. And not enough defensive options for his next defense after the end of his turn. We're able to defeat Anton right now. He attacks the rear. Oh, instead of finishing him off, he actually tries to destroy his rear guards right now to prevent any further damage against him. And Anton successfully blocks it with his triggers. Now it's Anton's turn. Will he Persona Ride? No, he does not. But calls in another rear guard to fill in the board. He starts it off. Attacks the Vanguard right now. Well, does he have enough to guard for the next assault? He intercepts the Tia Fault attacks. Can he guard with the trigger? Is it enough? Alright, he guards with the trigger, and now Raziel attacks. Checks, goes to the drop, and calls 2 more units for another assault. Guards with the... And he now guards with 2 to pass. No trigger. Draw trigger. Gets the draw card, +10 to the rear Raziel. Now attacks the Vanguard. 33 will be on the right side. Intercepts and guards. 33. He actually guards it all with no card hands. Only 1 card in his hand right now. He Energy Blast 7 to draw a card, and he draws a G3 unit. It should be enough to. No, it shouldn't be enough. As I checked Anton's hands, that's a lot of hand cards. He now starts the assault with Kyrie attacks. Now he goes for the twin drive. First check with a critical trigger, second check with another critical trigger, and third check, nothing. And now he ends the turn. It's now Anton's turn right now. Things are looking grim for Noel. Energy charges and then goes for the battle phase. He attacks Kyrie with a blocks with a crit trigger. TFL attacks without any support. Guards with the G1. Now Raziel attacks. Since there's no counterblast, he cannot use Raziel's skill. However, he uses another unit skill to countercharge and then use Raziel's skill to counterblast. Fully activating Raziel's skill, calling 2 more rear guards to the field. Now Noel has to guard 3 more attacks, which I don't think he can handle unless he has a heal trigger. 2 to pass for the first attack. First, second, there it is. And that's a heal trigger, and there's the end. Now that was the end of the match. The winner goes to Anton for this match. That was a really strong Raziel. That was a really good match. Unfortunately, Noel didn't have enough time to prepare against Raziel's full onslaught. With the amount the amount of cards that he had to block all 5 attacks, if I'm correct, yes, the 5 attacks, along with the boost made based on the units that's being called. It really would have been difficult. All right. So, for now, we'll be preparing for round 2. So, we'll be right back after this.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I told him I'ma hit it out of stance. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me. I'm making his dog like I'm in the big league.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう。
Headbanger. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
There's no camera.
Oh, okay. So, hi everyone. Welcome back to the stream. There is no camera apparently. Okay, we don't have the camera.
Yeah,
so we'll just go straight to the game. Let us see what it's like there. Now you can see it is Kendo in one side, and see Anjo on the other. Okay, let us adjust this. And I believe Kendo is using a Shoujo Doji. Both of them will probably be mirror match.
It's the S tier mirror match, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we have the best decks if you know how to play them properly. So for those who don't, we can see this is our standard weekly cup. We can see what are their hands. Oh, I think Anjo is not playing Shoujo this time. Let us adjust this.
Is it Varga?
It's Varga.
It's Varga!
Still cancer.
Varga is not that bad. You know, just win dice roll and go first.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, let us see. We have the going back to the mulligan.
It's the two decks I don't have fun in.
Fighting against.
Yes.
Varga is a lot more
Bearable.
to compare. I would say Shoujo is also viable. Is much more. You know, it's like you can fight Shoujo, but as long as you know how to like handle your cards and all that.
Basically, if you want to win against Shoujo, you have to think.
Yeah, you really need to think. It's actually a very, very combo heavy deck.
Yeah, so
And yes.
let's look at the comparisons between the two decks. Shoujo being pretty much a very complete deck that can play either early rush or play pretty well in the late game, while Varga is just, well,
Going back to the main.
there you go.
There you go. So it's a little buggy. Sometimes it goes to the BRB for some reason. We don't know. Anyways, ideally Varga, wants to go first. Shoujo, either way, doesn't matter. They can do stuff.
Yeah.
But Varga really wants to go first as much as possible so that we can go into the Divine Skill.
Did he? Yes, Varga is first. So
Oh,
he has
look at that.
advantage.
So Gendo does get the 2 Tsukuyodachis straight to the bind zone. One only will soul charge, sadly.
So what's the game plan here for Varga against Shodo Doji?
Varga will just do his normal thing. So Varga will just attack normally. Oh, that's a really painful soul charge. But I think that's okay because he can always bind the trigger into the bind zone so that he can just call it into the next turn. So it's now Anjo's turn. Goes straight into the Boulder-Axe Dragon. Just swings normally, so he doesn't get CB denied. And does get the crit. Oh, so free.
Okay.
So free.
Off with a great start. Varga wants to see those damage rack up so it can pretty much end the game right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
However, Shoujo is known to be, not super defensive, but it has capabilities to draw a lot of cards and defend at the same time. And what is that?
Oh, he's soul charging the Imprecedent and as well Unprecedented.
Is that a PG?
Yeah, that is a PG. That PG will go into effect when he reaches the bind zone. So he does soul charge it, so when he uses the Shoujo Doji effect to bind 3 cards from soul, that PG will go straight to the bind zone.
And he's able to use them, use the PG, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that is correct.
Alright.
In the end, it will always end back to his hand.
It won't go to his hand. The PG will be used by Shoujo Doji's effect.
When it's attacked,
When it's attacked.
Yep, that's right.
That's gonna be useful.
Alright, so he does call the Izazao to search out the Kinran.
Yeah, Shoujo in the counter offensive here.
He's gonna-
Because he seems like he's not so happy about that crit, so he's gonna just lay waste.
So now that's 3. That's gonna be 3 attacks from coming from the side of Anjo. He's just gonna swing normally.
This is
That is 10 to 10. Just needs to guard 1. And Anjo can take 2. Then you will take the first one. No trigger. And that's gonna be defensive. Oh, plus 10.
Okay.
That will be swinging 21, but he chooses to take it. Okay.
He does take it.
Interesting. I think he is thinking of trying to save his hand because they're combo pieces.
A plus 10k, the grade 3.
The Varga?
No. The
Unprecedented?
Yeah.
Yes. If another card is put into soul.
Did that happen?
Or what? No. Unprecedented pala. It gets plus 10 when a card is called from bind zone.
Oh, okay.
So no, wala.
No, okay. So it's just 21, but he still did guard it.
Yeah, I need
There's
to
a
guard.
defensive now.
Takes the plus 10.
skill to retire and draw.
Yep. And does get the skill as well. Swing normally and swings at the entire front row. Well, not really swings at the entire front row, but does retire the entire front row.
So there
Does
you go.
throw away the PG.
That's the second that we've seen.
Yep, that is the second PG from the side of Kendo. Still deciding what to discard. He'll probably discard. Oh, he's guarding the G2. First check, critical.
Okay.
So plus 10. That's going to be 33. Oh,
stars.
that's another PG. So that's the
the
third.
third.
That's the third PG.
There's
3 PGs into the.
Yep.
yeah.
And Varga, now soulless, does give Anjo the extra draw.
He has one more in the deck and one in the soul.
Mm-hmm. So Kendo will have to ride. I don't know what he's gonna discard. Oh, okay. So
Remember the G2.
yep,
All right.
and goes straight into the shoujo.
Shoujos do not run how do I say it? Cyclers?
You can, but limited amount
I see.
because you want to use all of the energy blast for shoujo's effect.
It's a little tight for the deck.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you want as much stealth units as possible, but you still have the cycler like 1 or 2 off
I see.
only.
I see.
Like if you're going first, you wanna use that 1 off strictly for the draw.
Now let's see what Kando does. Once it's gonna be Anjo's turn, all hell will break loose. So
I think it'll work out because like right now you can as you can see from the side of Kendo, he has 2 multi-attack units. There's 2 Tsukuyadachis that are in his bind zone.
3 cards in hand.
You have 3 cards in hand, but that 2 cards in the bind zone will become 5, and he still has to bind 1 card from Anjo's hand. And since Anjo's hand field rather is empty, he cannot bind anything from the field. But that's still a pretty okay choice. Oh, okay. So he does bring out the kunai.
So if I'm looking at this correctly, Kendo should be able to do at least 5 attacks.
If he wants to, he can go 6.
Oh yeah, because he has the counter charge, right?
Yep.
Oh,
So
and
he does bind.
He binds the PG and the counter charge.
Yep.
As well.
So that's the third PG that he's seen, and Anjo just needs to bind 1 card from hand.
Ooh,
He's
is
throwing
that a
away
trigger?
the crit. Okay.
I wonder what's in his hand.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So he does get the grade 3 booster in his hand. You're probably saving it for the next turn so he can get Kendo into the perfect range for him to just go into divine skill.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if Anjo still survive this, he's probably gonna go for a persona and then use the whole divine skill shenanigans.
Alright, so Kendo's turn is going to decide how he's going to plan his combo. He has 2 Tsukuyadachis, so he's still deciding whether I think they're discussing how much power he's going to give. Okay, so he does give the +5 to the other side.
Okay.
He does get the other +5 from the call because he has the grade 3 Shoujo Doji. That will be swinging 23-23. So I'd say the 15k shield is a little awkward, but it's understandable. So it's going to be 15k to the 2 rear guards. So there's the first 15k. What will he call out? Okay, so he does activate the skill of Kinran to
Okay.
so
prepare
charge
for a
1.
persona.
Will he play? Will he use the skill? So he will use the skill to discard the crit trigger from the bind zone of Anjo and does give the +5k to his entire front row. So there is no more multi-attack on the side of Kendo.
Alright, so 5 attacks.
Yep.
For,
So
this
that's-
turn.
So that's 15, and that'll be 18 on the side of Shoujo Doji. He can still call 2 units. He can call the grade 1 to countercharge again.
Okay. When it's the counter charge happens when it gets binded or
When he sees a unit is called.
Oh, okay.
So when you call it together with another unit from
then
here,
the counter charge happens.
then the counter charge
that
happens.
is-
so he can call another 1 card.
I
So
see.
see, he can bind both of them,
Them.
gets the
There we
Tsukidachi
go.
and
Calls 2. Counter charge 1.
does get the. I think he already countercharged for the turn. I don't know if.
Yeah, I remember him seeing like two open counter blasts.
Yeah, he used up the counterblast for that.
Yeah.
So I think that's the final one. He'll just get the soul charge, and
Okay.
does no guard it.
All right, so 5 attacks this turn.
That's a
Gets a
crit.
credit.
First check, second
Second
check,
check. Okay.
No
Oh.
triggers.
no triggers. That will be.
He has a PG, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he needs the PG.
Oh yeah. Did he get a trigger?
Yeah, he did. Him? Si Anjo? None.
No.
So okay, he does
there
throw
you
the.
go. Does do the PG.
All right. Does he have the Persona Ride? That's gonna be the final energy charge.
He does.
Alright, Persona
There
Ride
we
no
go.
curse.
Here we go. Varga turn.
He
Let's-
will burn the 7 and get the draw.
Let's see.
Ah, yuck.
He dropped the
You just-
OT.
No, it's not
Was
OT.
it, was it, o-
It was a front trigger. Front
Oh, it was a
trigger.
front
Oh, okay.
trigger, okay.
So
Ooh,
okay.
Oh yeah, he's really going in for this.
I don't think he can survive after this turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Two
He
cards in
will
hand.
get the extra power, so that will be 23, 31 to 31.
31.
Rear guards don't really matter that much. You want to intercept, you can. It'll be just a little bit more awkward because Anjo still has that one restand on the Varga. Kendo has to take at
No.
least one, so no matter what, Varga will proc his
Divine
divine
skill. yeah.
skill.
Let's see.
That one rear guard cannot be retired, but Varga still will do his entire thing. So that's 33 on the side of Varga. 33 on the other side of the grade 3 rear guard. If he retires, okay, so he will retire the front row. Wala na ang intercept. He can, so Kendo can afford to intercept if he wants to, but it'll still be medyo sayang sa shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kendo right now does have that one PG in his bind zone that he could use, and he does have the units to in his field to put to soul, so he could use that ability. But not sure if his hand is capable of defending.
33.
Okay.
And Varga does go ahead and swing. That will be 33.
33 to Vanguard.
And does get the free draw for Anjo. What did he draw?
I have
I
no
think it
idea.
was a trigger.
He can't activate Divine Skill if the opponent is not in 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So he has to. Okay, he is taking it. So he
Okay.
only one
Alright,
damage.
So
Okay,
Divine
here we
Skill
go.
will attack. Will
swing
33
33
again.
again.
again. No drives.
No drives. Either way, it's actually gonna be pretty bad on the side of Kendo. If he takes if Kendo takes next damage,
Oh, he does.
He
Oh,
does.
he got
he got the
no
heal,
no
but
heal, though.
No heal.
but no.
But the power might be able to save him.
And now the
Yes.
Divine Skill activates with 2 drive,
Okay, so he does use
The skill.
The skill.
and he gets the PG.
PG.
Alright.
And he will. He has to discard a card from hand.
Alright.
So it gets the twin drive first
First
check.
check.
Second
Second
check.
check.
Oh,
Second check.
So Shoujo Doji will be able to block it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright,
On to
there you
Kendo's
go.
turn.
Persona right from
There
the
it
last
is.
turn. Oh, yep. Okay, it's not
This
looking
one is
good.
a little bit painful on the side of Kendo because he only has what 3 cards in his hand.
Oh,
And
yeah,
only
it's-
one in bind.
I know he has 2. He only has 2 cards. He only has 1 card in bind, but that doesn't matter because he has a lot of cards in his soul. He can just use that to refill the bind zone. The problem is, what are his 2 cards in his
Yeah,
hand
it's
that
2
he wants to
cards.
use?
Yeah.
Oh. So
Well, I feel it's still looking good for Anjo here with the amount of cards that he was able to get last turn.
I think he still no, he doesn't have the Sukuyodachi, the second Sukuyodachi anymore. So he has at most 5 attacks with the side of Shoujo Doji.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
it
can-
will depend on the 2 cards that he has at least.
I'm pretty sure he will attack swing front.
Does it have to be a stealth beast that
They have to be
use?
stealth.
It has to be the word stealth.
In the rearguard circle
Uh,
to the soul.
no,
'Cause that is
no.
not
Yeah, you have to
stealth.
use stealth. Which one?
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
That's the cycler from
Yeah,
Yes,
that is
that's
the
the cycler.
cycler.
Used
He-
it used the ability to call a rearguard from the drop.
I believe he's trying to call from. I think yeah, it's called from drop.
Okay.
So he does get the Kinran. He will bind 1 card and then 1 card from hand. So that's, Anjo will give away his cycler as well, which is fair because he doesn't do much anymore. At the very least, that draw depends on what he's trying to find.
I think he could have saved the recycler so that he can just energy blast one on guard and he draws again.
He cannot energy blast anymore. He's at 2,
He's at 2. Never mind.
but he can
does have-
CB.
He does have a counter
I-
blast.
But he can CB as well, you know.
Yeah, but like, it's still 5k shield for the free draw. It's still kind of risky compared to like your 15k shields that you have in your hand.
And that's fair.
Like you have, I think 1 PG, you have one 20k guard, and the rest are PG. Oh, there's a
There are 2
Kinran.
fronts. There are 2 fronts.
Okay.
I would have thrown away the Kinran, but I think Anjo knows what he's doing.
full field right now.
Oh,
and
I think
he's-
Anjo has another of the cycler. That's why he's so okay. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, yes.
He's okay with throwing the extra cycler away. So I think Kendo is still planning his mode of attack.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be 5 attacks at least. And
It will be 5 attacks.
Yeah, this is gonna be 5 attacks, and Anjo cannot cannot take any more damage as he is at 5 right now. So
Yeah, and it doesn't help that it's already in Persona Ride.
yes. So
So that one heal trigger from the side of Kendo actually did help him quite a lot.
it did.
So Kendo swinging for
Cycler, there we go. Counter +1, draw 1. Let's see the draw. We
Oh,
he guards
5k, 5k
okay,
shield,
okay,
5k shield.
That helped. That helped.
That actually helped.
Okay, good.
All
Guards
right.
with the heal.
Now,
Shoujo attacks.
this will be.
Oh, it's not Persona Ride.
It is Persona, right?
It is.
15. That would have been 28. How come?
Oh,
Did
you're right.
did Kuya Kendo forget?
Okay. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's he going to.
Oh,
indicate.
doesn't the guy get an additional 5k shield? The one he guarded with
Who?
after the cycler?
That was for the first attack, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first attack.
Yeah, that was the first attack. The second attack was 28. He guarded with the regular heal.
28. Okay.
So I'm not sure. Anyway,
Mhm.
let's continue. That's gonna be 15. 23. That's gonna be 2 to pass 38. So let us see if he gets one trigger.
Here we go.
First check.
First check.
Does get
the
a heal.
trigger.
Here we go.
Swinging.
Easy.
What will he get? What will he get?
Easy.
That is
Okay,
now
Alex.
28, 38,
Oh,
And
double
second
there's
check.
the draw
trigger.
trigger.
48.
Okay.
Gets the draw.
Yeesh.
And he still has one more attacker on his bind zone. So he still can get it.
PGs?
He does get the PG off for free.
And he has one card in hand.
And he does have one guard in hand. It doesn't matter what he call out. 15k shield is already enough to guard the Tsukiyadachi. He does fetch that out. Tsukiyadachi comes out. He will pay the CB to get the Tsukiyadachi out. He will get the Isazao.
Isazao.
Humana ka?
Oh,
Oh, you should have let me one then. Joke. Sige na lang. Kasi mong kalaban. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, so he will call out the... Okay, I knew it.
Okay.
There you go.
He guards
Both
it.
hands
Vargas
in
Alright,
still
Vargas
alive.
alive.
One card in hand.
Barga na lang. 0 in the hand, 0 hand now on the side of Anjo.
Oh, he just
And he's gonna
attacked.
swing normally. You will intercept.
That's still
13.
2 attacks.
Yeah, that is still 2 attacks, but Kendo has to make sure. Yeah, it's still 23. That's what I said.
23. That's
So 28, 38. That's gonna be 2 to pass. Anjo just needs to see 2 triggers.
or an OT.
Or OT, yeah. He only has two attacks. 2 to pass right now. If he sees no crit, Anjo Kendo wins. Right now it's a 2 to pass. Anjo really needs to see the crit to win. If wala, hilak na lang.
Yup.
I don't know what's in his hand. Oh,
Oh.
that's
Okay.
43 to his 23. That's still 2 to pass.
Yes.
Wala
it
ni
is.
energy charge yung card one, Anjo.
He did.
No.
He did.
Wala ni.
Yeah, he was at 2.
Oh.
And then he drew energy charge 5. That's still 2 to pass,
That's
38
two.
to his 23. Because there is no Persona Ride, sadly.
He is thinking. Kendo is thinking right now.
Remember, he just needs Anjo just needs to see the crit
The crit.
to win. If not crit, as long as it's big enough to guard.
Trigger counting. Here we go.
Okay, he's
Here
trying
we
to find the
go.
triggers. A lot of triggers have come out on the side of Anjo.
Yep.
Looks like
Yup.
9 triggers already. I'm not sure. See, 4. Oh, it is 9.
Here we go.
I can see what is that.
No,
That's a crit! That's a crit!
Oh my god.
33.
33.
33?
33. Does he have? Is it enough? 28. 33. 28.
Oh wait.
Oh,
It's not the
effect
crit.
heal.
It's
Effect
the
heal.
effect heal. It's the effect heal.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, anti-restand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hilak na lang.
my
Never
God.
mind. Anjo,
Try.
sorry,
Oh,
Anjo.
Vitor.
Unless defensive OT ka, maayo kayo ka.
It's never over.
No, it's pretty much over.
It's already over.
AVOTs.
It's pretty much over. Wala siya
Oh yeah,
OT.
you can't.
Wala siya CB.
Yeah.
No CB.
Wait, don't they have a counter charge?
No. No.
The infamous Dragon Empire has no counter chargers.
Unless you're playing Nirvana.
Or Jojo.
Oo, pwede po. Shoujo. So, it won't matter. Anjo, sorry na lang.
Was this another Persona right turn or just a normal turn?
I believe no. I believe it wasn't. I think it didn't. It doesn't matter at this point because Anjo only has like 3 cards. Swing, swing, swing. He will have to bind 1 card, which is the.
Oh no, not that.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point because he has to. Spirit Call units. Sword Blasto. 1 more for the Shoujo. The grade 2 or grade 1? Oh, the grade 1 Shoujo. Spirit Call, where do you put it? Okay. And the Kinrana. Patay na ka.
Oh no, it's all ogre now.
It's
Alright.
over.
He now attacks
Hero.
the
Wait,
Vanguard.
hold on,
Heal
hold on,
OT.
hold on, hold
Heal
on,
OT.
hold on.
Nice game.
GG's. Almost, but
Almost.
the restanding effect heal just made it.
Yes. So, for those who don't know, if you're playing in the CDO meta, there's a lot of restanding decks here. So, it is actually pretty good to run an anti-restand heal.
The tech heal. Let's freaking go.
Alright, that concludes round 2 for this showcase match. That with Kendo winning on the side of Shoujo Doji. So,
Yes.
please don't go anywhere.
2-0
We still
right now.
have like 2 more games because there's like what? There's 20 of us or 19 of us?
There's 20 of us.
Okay, so there's 20 of us, so there's going to be at least 4 rounds today. So please, don't go away. We'll be right back.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. By making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands, I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. By making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style. Get your freak on.
Fuck a put, get it, keep it caught. Kilo halo, they fuck me slow, son. Don't you wanna taste it? Just to get you started. Virtualistic patience, take it 'cause you earned it. Bling, 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 bling. I like changes on chains, blood stains, stay in my range. Just a little warm, touch me when you. I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I mean, I'm saying what kind of deed is today? I need me to stop holding. Them on you, on me, on us. Just tell me you want me.
1, 2,
So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion in 3D. 'Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D. You know I like it, girl. 3D. Body to body to body to body to body. You and me, baby, you know that we got it.
Ay, kalimot ko.
Tupian kami mag-open.
We are live back once again here in Top Deck for round 3. This time it's gonna be Dane versus Dio. Okay, so now that we know their positions, this will be. I believe Dane is using either Shoujo or Shiranui, but I think because of that. Yeah, I think it's Shiranui.
It's Shiranui?
It's
Oh
Shiranui.
my god, Shiranui.
Alright, so can you tell me what's the likely what are the decks that are being played right now? We have one side Dio playing Ava.
Ava and Dane,
Dane
should
with
be
Shiranui. Yep.
Most likely, Dio's deck, I think it pretty much exemplifies all what that is Ava, with Poison Ava being the main boss card after calling after Ava. When Ava calls to the field, calls his 2 Obscadides. Hopefully or not, if Dane can survive the onslaught of Obscadides on the field, maybe it will be a pretty interesting match to see.
Yep. So we can also they're deciding right now who are going first. Dio ideally wants to go first. Well, Dane also wants to go second. So as you know, Dane is playing a Stride deck on the side of so there's the Shiranui.
Yeah, that is literally confirmed. It's
Okay,
Shiranui.
it is confirmed that Dane is playing the Shiranui. So ideally, if you're playing a Stride deck, you really want to go second because you get the first Stride no matter what. And then Dio, if he goes first, he will get the Poison Eva. Well, first either way, but he gets to set up better when he goes first.
Yeah.
But he can choose to go second if he wants to. Because if he goes second, he can already go straight into the Persona ride. I know he can't because he rode into the Ava. And he cannot go into the Poison Ava. So yeah, Ava will go first. So it's ideal for the both of them. Either way.
There's also a choice that Dio can also G2 rush instead of riding over on the next turn.
You can actually do that. But if I would say Shira has the better G2 game, but Dio can also do the G2 gaming. I'm also interested to see how will he perform the G2 game with that. And Dio does fetch out the Imgrar, which he really wants to see because the Imgrar is revivable from the drop zone.
Yes, that's right.
And you also need it when you go into the Poison Ava. So right now they're finishing. Dio is probably gonna finish his turn. Yeah, it'll go straight into Dane's turn, deciding what card to discard. And so it does.
Experdia.
Yep, he will discard out the Esperador.
He can now draw 2 due to the second turn ability and the G1 skill.
Yep, and he will swing flat. Does not get the does get a trigger, but will still be blocked by the 15k shield, which is already okay. Dio will probably discard the. He's forgetting about the energy charge, but sige na lang.
Judge. Calls A. Rides
me?
Ava. Calls the. Gets the order.
Yep, he gets the monster search order. Dio can fetch out either Imgrar and possibly the monster PG.
Yes, since the monster PG now counts as monster already, since it has monster in its name.
Yep. And Dio does energy blast. Pero sige na lang, we'll allow it because it's locals, so we don't particularly care. But he does get a call on the Imgrar. Either way, there's gonna be a multi attack. He'll call out one more. He'll call out the Imgrar. He calls all 3 Imgrars. Oh my god, that's
Holy
rush.
god.
All in to Shiranui.
A G2 rush.
Yep, there goes the G2 rush, which doesn't really matter on the side of Dio. Dane takes the first damage, but cannot be blocked. Dio swings in the second. Will Dane guard it? Yeah, he will guard it. Right. So that's already enough cards in his hand to really be able to guard. Dane forgot to also energy charge. He'll probably swing flat at the Imgrar, and the Imgrar does go down. So now Dio with no CB. What can he do? He can go into the Poison Eva, but does he want to? Oh, he discards. Okay, he discards the blue research.
He energy charges 3.
Yeah, he does have the energy charge 3 for the turn.
Oh yeah.
So he does get the check top 5, but it doesn't matter. Dane's field is empty. He will call out the Obscudate, the grade 2 that attacks the front row. But at least the Obscudate gets the extra plus 5k power and attacks the front row. If Dio has the... What's that? I'm probably sure he won't be able to do that this turn. But if he can find the Breezing Ladder, he will be able to shut down Shiranui's turn on the next turn.
I think he doesn't have it on his hand, nor if he tries to draw it, I don't think it will be possible.
So he does activate the Imgar and go straight into the Poison Eva. He's gonna search out for the next Blue Research Lab.
That should be 2 research labs onto the order zone, I think.
No, it's not gonna be called on.
It's not gonna be on
played.
the order zone. It should be on hand, right?
Yep.
Alright.
So that he already played the order for the turn. So
okay,
he cannot play another order. Thus, Soul Blast the Imgrar to give the power up to Ava. So battle time. That's gonna be, I believe, 10. 2 is 10. So he will block it 5k and call out the Obscudate from the deck. And Poison Eva's skill does give the Obscudate and herself another plus 5. So Ava swinging for 23. It's going to be a flat number. And I think Dane will try to delay the game as much as possible so that when he goes into his proper Shiranui turn, he's going to be swinging for much bigger numbers.
I see.
So he does take it. Dane does take it. He does get the check, but no heal.
Since he has no damage.
Yep. It does get the give Dane the PG, not PG, the front trigger. Sorry, he does get the front defensive and gives the power to the rearguard Obscudate that has the extra crit. Obscudate will be swinging 23, 33, 38, 38 with the crit, and together with the grade 1 booster, that's going to be another plus 10 or another plus 5.
And that's 3 damage.
Yeah, and that's going to be 3 damage. Straight to 5 on the side of Dane. That's actually quite fast.
That's so fast. It's 5-0.
Dio doing a really good job at, capitalizing on his biggest strength to G2 game. Very fast in G2 rush. Then going straight into the dominate. Does dominate the rear guards. He will swing at the monsters to make sure that he doesn't have anything to swing with. What will Dane do? Will he call? He will get the draw from the Energy Blast 7. Oh, he's gonna go all in. Okay.
Alright,
he's gonna give the extra power to himself.
That should be the Furai, right?
Yep, that is the Furai. Currently not banned yet in the English side because there's no ban list.
Thank you, Lord.
So right now, swinging 25k. We'll lose out Obscudate. So he's trying to empty out the field because he knows that Dio cannot be able to block all of it, and Dio has to be forced to use up all of his resources to refill the field again. And Dane does get the crit and the heal, so he does Dio takes 2 damage. Wow!
That's 2 defensives.
2 defensives.
30k to 20k to Ava, making up 33 units.
So Furai 35-45. That's 45 on one side. The other side is 35 plus 8. 43.
Another defensive.
5k guard, sir. Obsco died. Oh my goodness.
Oh
The battle of the powerhouses. But sige na lang, Eva has enough defense open CBs to be able to work with something. They instill a very healthy hand with only 4 damage. But okay, it's the Combine Rusher. Okay.
Alright.
Combine Rusher from the top 5 from the Blue Research Lab.
Alright, that's 5. That's fine. It gains a plus 5 when there's a set order right on the field.
If he uses the Blue Researcher's Act, which is to Soul Blast 1 and then give 1 unit plus 5k.
Okay.
And you have to rest 3 orders from the order zone. So Dio does revive the Imgrar, and he will use the CB to use Ava's Axe skill.
I think he grabs the PG as well.
Yep. Oh, okay. I was gonna call Judge, but sige na lang, that's fine. He will go straight into the Ava. Because you're not allowed to shuffle when you put to the bottom of the deck with Ava's skill. But because he's gonna use the Imgard to search out the Ava, it doesn't matter at that point.
Alright.
So he does get the Eva, the Poison in Paradise Eva. He cannot call anything else unless he wants to. He does get the free draw. Alright, what will he do this time? He does activate the Persona Ride from the Poison Eva skill. So Poison Eva skill, when she's called, if you did not ride that turn, you can activate the Persona Ride as long as your opponent is also a grade 3. So Dio strategizing what his next moves are, probably searching out for the next Obscudades.
He's still counting as well.
Yeah, I think he's deciding what to call, so then he can have at least 4 attacks on this turn. Dane has about 8 hand cards right now. I think he has 8 or 9 cards. Since this is Persona Ride, I think he can afford it. So Dio does use the skill to kind of plus 1 and search for a order, and for the next turn he can play an additional order from hand for free. So I think he will play. He will get the grade 1 order, and he can play 1 more card from hand for free into the order zone. So he can play the blue research order again if he wants to.
Which he will.
Which he will.
He
so
will.
top 5 is going to be a choice.
Calling
and he does
Obscudade.
get...
He calls Obscudade.
He gets the grade 2 Obscudade. He's going to... I'm pretty sure he will swing with the grade 2 Obscudade to take out the Furais. So the Furais will be gone, as they are going to be targeted as well. That is if he allows the switch to happen. But I'm pretty sure he will swap places.
He has to. And he does. And
Yeah.
he does.
He will go for it. He will activate the skill also of the Blue Research Lab to rest 3 orders in Soul Blast 1 and give plus 5k. And he gives it to the Rearguard Obscudade. So right now, Obscudade is swinging at... is gonna swing... It's like 10, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna swing 30 to the front row.
30 to front row. 4 eyes are now being retired. It
Yep.
takes the damage. Now it's at 5 damage right now.
And
Ava now attacks.
Yep, binds the normal Eva and gets the Obscudade from the deck. That Obscudade will get a free crit because of the Spirit Call. Dane still deciding what to think. He still has a healthy amount of PGs in his hand. He has 3 PGs in his hand.
Oh my god.
He will throw away the PG, and it doesn't matter if an OT comes out. Which
no,
does!
Oh my god!
Which does!
OT comes out.
And it doesn't matter what OT comes out, he has the extra PG in hand. Oh god!
Oh no.
He can give everything to Obscudade if he wants to get the 4 crit. Either way, the amount of power right now will be doubled. He will probably give everything to Obscudade. 4 crits now on the side of the Obscudade. 60k now on the side of the... Oh wait. So right now, Obscudade is sitting at 23 because of the Persona Ride. 28. Double it, 56.
56.
Yeah.
And there's another PG.
There's the other PG. So 56. If he gets a quad crit, does throw away the crits, and also the other side will also be PG.
Alright, that's the end of his turn.
It's now the end of this turn. It goes back to as a regular Ava. And now it's deciding time for Dane. He has to discard. Oh, he's hard discarding. He cannot use.
Oh.
Okay, he's hard discarding into the Magotenbu. The Magotenbu will proc and do the dominate from the side of Obscudade. My god. 22, swinging 22. That's already a plus 9 because plus 5k from the crest and plus 4 from Shiranui. So Dio needs to guard 10.
Which he doesn't.
He doesn't. Does he not? Oh right, because it's not Combined Rusher. Combined Rusher is only 5k shield. Does get the plus 10 pretty late, but it still helps with the plus 10. He does block the Magotenbu. First check, second check, third check gets the crit. Okay, so the Rearguard is going to be swinging plus 5. Right now it's plus 15, so
Yeah.
20 with the trigger. I think he can be blocked. Oh my god! Oh god!
He can.
Ava, so he does block it. He'll throw away the poison Ava from hand.
Yep.
Ride for turn. Will he ride it? I think he will ride into poison Ava.
Yep.
He does ride into the poison Ava. And searches for the order. I think this will be considered a Persona Ride. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think so.
I think it doesn't. It has to be special ridden, right?
I think so. Wait, if he draws, then he does activate the Persona Ride.
Okay, then. I think.
Oh, okay. So I don't think it is a Persona Ride. He will probably activate the ability. Can he? Okay, so Dio does activate the ability of the grade 1 order.
He doesn't have to pay for the cost. It's because of the G2, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, welcome. Yay! It does play out the habitable zone.
The zone is habitable.
The zone is habitable. Oh my god. Dane, I think he's on the brink of losing. He only has 3 cards in hand. Dio.
break daw sa reklamo lagi siya.
Oh. Look ayo, and then Dio got the perfect setup, Jude.
Yay.
And it's gonna be Dio probably taking the game over Dane. Will he be able to win? Habitable is gonna be searching. Oh, so it is a persona raid.
Yeah, persona
right?
Yeah.
Persona. Basta wala.
But he didn't draw.
Ha? Wala draw?
Wala siya nag-draw.
Dio book.
Wala siya nag-draw.
That's right. That's
Nag-
alam eh.
Oo, gani.
Kaya watch me draw.
Kay search lang siya order. Wala siya nag-draw. Wala siya nag-draw.
I lost to this guy. That's insane.
Magreklamo na lang ta
That's
after.
insane.
Dio, di ka lang draw. Persona ba
Oh
ka?
my God.
Sige.
I've seen this before.
He will give the action.
Niabot na si Dio yung semifinals. Pagabot sa finals game, maguba yan. Like, break siya like 2 million times.
He adds more obscurates to his hand.
Yep, more shields. Yeah, I think it won't matter as much now. Now it's going to go back into the regular obscurates. I think he will call out the obscurate from his hand.
OT outs na ba?
Yeah, OT out on the side of Dio. Pero nag-triple PG man si Dean.
Yeah.
Pero Dean cannot guard anymore because he lost all his PGs na.
Oh, he's dead.
Yung gani, he's dead because he's already at 5.
Unless
Mag-defensive OT.
Defensive OT.
Kaya mo no guard gurus din ang iba.
I think he might no guard that.
He's no guarding.
He gets the front.
Ayaw!
Heal.
OT. Pildi.
Wala, Pildi. Nice game.
Okay,
he's now searching for the OT. He probably doesn't have it. Oh, that's so bad.
That's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, pero nice pod kay Dio. Got the Eldo Breath. And then Dane managed to survive the Eldo Breath. Pero sige na lang. Nag-brick man pod si Shiranui.
Yeah.
So, nice games on the side of Dio. Dio wins the round for third round. And he's 1 win away from winning the tournament for today. So, please, do not go away. We have 1 more round for this tournament. So please stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm in the big leagues, told him don't miss me. By making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told him this was always fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told him don't miss me. I'm making his dog like I'm in a big league.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style.
Fuck a put, get that kitty cut. Kilo halo ring, fuck me slow son. Don't you wanna taste it, just to get it started. Virtual basic patience, take it cause you earned it. Bling 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 bling, I like chains on chains. Blood stains stain my rain, just a little warm. Touch me when you I gotta say I'm in the mood for a little bit more. I'm saying what kind of beat is today? I need me to stop rolling.
One, two, three. So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. You won't regret me. Champagne confetti. I wanna see it in motion, in 3D. Cause you know I like it, girl. 3D. You know I like it, girl. body, the body, the body, the body. You and me, baby, you know that we got it.
Ay, kalimot ko.
Tupian kami mag-open.
for our monthly flagship battle here with Bruce using his Kaido deck versus Dave, and it seems like the resident Zoro player is now going back to his favorite law, red green. So we will see. Oh, and actually Bruce seems to be using the purple blue version instead of the regular purple version Kaido. So it's very exciting to see what he will be doing here in this flagship. I think this is the first time that he has joined the flagship, while Dave has been a constant force during the previous months and even topping some of them. So we will be seeing some the usual side comments, laughing, and a dice roll to decide who will go first. And they're deciding. And okay, after some friendly banters, they're now starting the game with the usual mulligan. And I do like Bruce's hand here, and it seems that he favors blue purple Kaido for the draw power instead of the usual purple Kaido, which is streamlined and is more focused on ramping. So this is the first time that actually seen Bruce on stream. This is the first time that he has joined the flagship, so it will be exciting to see what his deck is. But while Dave has been a usual force here in flagship, so we do know that he has or he keeps on using this law deck and even top some weeklies with them. Ah, okay. And now the game starts. It seems that the Zoro player. Oh, it's not Law, it's Zoro. Dave is now starting the game. Bruce is now starting with Perono, checking the top 5 cards of his deck. This will be very good for him to set up the next few turns. This will be very crucial, especially because Zoro is known to be a very aggressive deck. So knowing which cards will be the which knowing which cards he will draw will be crucial for him this for this start. That's why Perona is the perfect start for him. He needs to able to hold back the aggression of Zoro. But because it seems like Dave didn't have any one to cast, he will have another turn which is fairly calm and easy. And Dave with a snap, Dada, and checking top 5 for that one, the usual Zoro antics, searching the Nami and showing off the cool AA version, and of course playing it for another top check. I wasn't able to see what he got, and he's just attacking with it. Attacking with the Zoro. And a block with the Kaya. It's super weird. I mean, I understand that he wants to block it early for able to just take damage later on, but Kaya is a 2k shield, and it seems kind of a waste to even use this early. But it seems that his hand is full of Higashimas. So I understand that that's why he. So that's maybe why he guarded it early, even though it's a waste of card. And then, oh no, Bruce attacks with his Kaido, and Dave gets a Marco 5. And using the Onigashima to ramp, and that's the usual tactics of Kaido. So we will see Bruce be as a 7 cost later on in the game during his turn, while Dave is still stuck at 5. What do you want to do? Oh, and Bruce is thinking, making sure that he doesn't. I mean, it early, which is kind of a waste to be honest. But I understand what he's planning, because well, usually you want to use it early, and it's calling the judge. So normally I would just keep this in my hand because it would help with the defensive for the defensive turns against Zoro. But I think he's using it early just to cut just to cut off Dave in his early game. And yeah, they were just making sure that there are no takebacks. That's what he did. And he's using that the tech, the Blackbeard tech. I like to see that because I think at this point Dave's build is more of a mid-range Zoro rather than early game Zoro. So he doesn't want those early Namis and early Dadans. He just wants to let them go and turn it into raw power after they have used their card. Okay, here with the queen, drawing two, the usual things. And at least right now, he can discard that extra Onigashima and has an extra body for defensiveness. And more, of course, ramping for that Bruce wants from his Kaido. I can expect an early 10 here later on, but I don't see anything in his hand that is even worth ramping for. And of course, Dave with a snap equip of a Dawn. What will he do? I think he will just attack with the Nami and then sack. No. Yeah, I think he will just attack with the Dadan and then sack the Nami with T just for the draw. Or he can just use. Oh, he's attacking first with his Zoro, and I think it will just. And he does have a lot of choices here with this Marco. And early Hell's Judgment, making sure that the Teach and the Zoro can't attack. So Zoro now is at 3k, while Teach is at, I believe, 3k as well. So he's Bruce taking full advantage of Hell's Judgment and making sure that Zoro can't as aggressive as he wants to be. Look at Dave's hand, it's full of events. This is the new Zoro build, which is more focused on doing events for the Marcos, because Marco allows itself to be revived when it's KO. So basically, Zoro and other red decks have free bodies as long as you have an event. This is some decks even run the Fire Flame Emperor or the Entei just to be able to make sure to be against other Whitebeards or other Zoros in their aggression. Now turn once again, and again I don't anything here that is worth the ramp. There's nothing here that can even be played. I think X Drake fine, but wants to be able to answer this board with at least Kaido 10 or even King at this point. But and just see. I think Bruce have taken one just.
Welcome back to the final round of today's tournament here with standard format. For our final round, we have Dio on the same side versus Kendo. He's going to be using Shiranui. Shoujo Doji. There you go.
It was an intense match in the round before, since it wasn't featured in the game.
It was second round.
No, I mean the fight that
that was
before this round.
Right. I think it was Anjo. Ay, atay ka switch na sa sila. No.
So on the
why? Grr.
Previous round, it wasn't featured. We were just watching while we were on break. There was a match between Kendo and CJ. Chronojet versus Shoujo Doji. It was a very heated battle. Fortunately, Kendo won on top.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because of the Shoujo Doji's ability to guard even on bind.
Yep. A little off center from the camera. They really need to move the table. Can you arrange the Can you tell them to arrange the table? Just slightly move lang.
Yeah. To the.
The camera so you can see ang position. So while they try to fix up the table a little bit, just making it a little bit better to watch. I will break down what are the cards of the day. So we have Dio playing Ava and Kendo playing Shoujo Doji. Just a little. No. There you go. That looks better. Okay na to. Thank you. So we have Ava playing. We have Ava on the side of Dio, and then Shoujo Doji. So Shoujo Doji, like he always does, will try to take away the rear guards. So the key thing, I think that some Ava, the thing is, Shoujo Doji can bypass the non-selection of restrictions.
Yep.
So because he's not targeting the units per se, he's targeting the circles. So he can bind out the Skudades from the side on Ava's side. So he loses out at the very least 20k shield. If he doesn't want to take away the Obscudades, he can just take out the grade 1 monster that gives the extra boost with extra power.
Yeah.
So there's that. So right now they're going to be prepping for the final match. So how do you think things will work out for this tournament, for this battle?
I think if it was on my perspective, I think Dio should actually start thinking of starting going first rather than going second as of right now, since Shoujo Doji is very, very dangerous, especially on the first turn as well. Prepping all the cards ready to prepare for defense as well as offense as well. So if Dio can capitalize on the G2 rush again, just like what he did with Dane the previous round, I think he might do well, just fine. Triggers aside, he will survive eventually.
Yep, and we also got comments from Dio like a moment ago before after his round. He thought he didn't misplay it, but apparently he just noticed that he didn't draw from his from his persona ride. So it was a persona ride, but he forgot to draw, and he's already contemplating whether or not he might forget to to play properly or not. So this time they're deciding who goes first. So Dio gets the Ava pick, and he decides he himself goes first.
All right.
So Ava going first against the Shoujo Doji is ideal on the Ava side, so he gets to set up pretty early, and if he goes into the G2 turn, and he does the same thing with Dane, then he can capitalize it and most likely bring the game to a close faster.
Yes. Due to the fact that due to the superior abilities of Ava on the G3 turn, it will give Obscadide a crit if it's the GT Obscadide and the front board wipe for the G2, giving itself lots of opportunities for him to give a lot of pressure to Kendo on his next turn.
So we can see on the side of Dio, he has at least 2 of the Imgrars in his hand, which is very, very ideal. He'll probably discard one of the Imgrars. Yeah,
Yep.
He will discard the Imgar and search out the order. So there could be 2 more Imgars on the deck. He'll probably search it out, or if not the Imgar, the PG will be also very ideal against the Shoujo Doji.
Most ideally, it should be the Imgar. Else, the PG would be fine. I think he already has a PG in hand. I think he should prioritize on the Imgar.
Yep. So he already has the one Imgar set up. He does get the grade 1 booster, so it's actually very good. So he does not get the other monsters on the top 5. If he can get the Imgar as well, he probably throw away the extra Imgar from the deck. So that will be deck thinning.
Deck thinning is deck winning after all.
Exactly. And you have Kendo discarding the Tsukuyodachi. So does not need it at the moment, but he will get the top 5 from the right over skill of the Shoujo. Put 1 to Soul and 1 to the Bind Zone. Yep. So he does get the grade 2 as well as the Perfect Guard, since the Perfect Guard is also a stealth
unit.
Yep.
Thanks to Shiranui's stride deck, they were able to get a stealth unit that is a PG as well.
Yep.
Giving them more options to utilize in their deck.
That is correct. And he will do the G1 rush. He's going to swing at the rears. Everything to Ava. And does throw away the Combine Rusher, which is also good because if Dio decides to put up another set order, which he will eventually, especially when he goes into the Ava, he can Spirit Call the Combine Rusher for with the CB1. And if there's a certain amount of set orders on the field, then he gets an extra plus 10k power.
Especially very good since Shoujo Doji can control the board very easily if he loses the Obscadades. Combine Rush is also the second choice that he has for rear gun front loaders. Alright, he starts checking.
Yep. So he does search out the PG. which is also a monster. Probably will take it out.
Alright, will he decide to G2 rush this turn?
I think he will try. He does call out the
Combine Rusher.
Combine Rusher and does Energy Blast for the Imgrar. The Imgrar will come out and he will call another Imgrar.
Alright, there it is.
There's the Grade 2 Rush that we saw a moment ago. It's not as big as the previous turn, but he does get the turn and he does get the defensive. He will no guard for the 1-2 pass. He will get another 20 because it was a Spear Call, so he gets an extra plus 5k power.
Alright.
So
the
Kendo successfully defends.
Alright, the G2 turn of Dio is done. It wasn't that big. And now that it's Kendo's turn, he writes on his G2.
Mm-hmm.
He starts now. He's now preparing to set his board up. I think is that I forgot which card is that. That's the G2, right?
That is the no. That's double Unprecedented. So one Unprecedented is called for free. The other one it goes to Soul.
Okay.
So the Unprecedented will come out. Oops.
I think he Soul Blast to draw.
Yep, he will Soul Blast to draw because he is called.
I think he will now. He's not gonna go to. I think he's going to attack right now, and no, he's not.
He will throw away the Kinran. He does play out the Iza's out. Kind of +1 to check top 5 for A. He does check the top 5 for a stealth unit. He has to add it to hand though. So he will get the Persona Ride from the top 5.
That was a good pick from his top 5.
That is right.
Preparation for the Persona Ride the next turn. For the following turn, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's going to attack with the Vanguard first. He takes it, and that's the crit.
There's the crit.
Crit to Vanguard, and then the power to the left to the Unprecedented.
So he does get the also defensive +10. He will probably re-intercept it with the Combine Rusher. That will be it's only a 5k shield.
Okay.
So he doesn't do that, and swings the rear at the other Imgard.
Alright, his turn is over.
So that is a safe hand now in the side of Dio. Just get the extra energy charge. Now Dio discards the poison Ava to ride the regular Ava, and does play the normal blue research world.
Calls habitable.
Habitable. Alright, so Habitable is also called out. Does not do anything much. It's not even a Persona, right? So he doesn't have to fetch an extra order. But he can play the CB to either draw from the side of Ava or Spear Call with the Combine Rusher. And he will do just that. So Combine Rusher now sitting at 20k. And he will Energy Blast to get the Imgar out.
I saw Obscudite added to hand.
Yep. So he will use the skill of Ava to put in the Imgar that's only at 8k. He will search out the Poison Ava from the deck into your to Superior Ride and get the Blue Research Order.
Currently, it's not a Persona right now, right?
No, it is not because he rode that turn.
Yep.
And additionally, his opponent is still at grade 2.
Okay.
So he does not get the Persona Ride.
Right.
So he does call out the monster that gives him an extra +1k power. Plus extra power if he, based on the amount of orders on the order zone. So he will swing 10 to 10. All it takes is 1 intercept. He will. So Kendo does sacrifice the Izazao. And Ava will go ahead and use her skill.
Will he call? Yep, he calls G3.
He calls out the G3 Obscudate. Ava swinging for 23k. The Obscudate also gets the extra +5k power, so that he's going to be swinging at 28. 28 plus, I believe it is +10 at the moment or +5. So either way, it's still pretty big. So he does no guard. He does get the heal. Wow.
The heal is good.
Heal is good, and he does get the grade 3. And he gets the defensive. My god, these two are always checking triggers. That is 30. You have 30 on the side of the Combine Rusher. He does get the heal and give the power to the Obscudade. Obscurity is going to be swinging big. 38 plus, I think 13, so it's still 51 with a double crit. I think Kendo will have to sacrifice the... Yeah, 15 is enough. He will probably PG to block the Obscurate attack. It's still swinging, possibly 51. Yeah.
There's the PG.
There's the PG. Kendo does not want to suffer early amount of damage. He's probably saving that amount of CB for later. He doesn't need it right now, so he's gonna go straight into the Shujodoji. And he will try to shut down his interceptors.
Alright, as of right now, there's only 2. Their damage is now 2-2. Only 1 counter blast open for Kendo.
He does Energy Blast for the draw from the Cycler, and he will play the Caliburn.
He draws 2.
Does play the draw 2. And still deciding what kind of stealth units he can fetch. Probably his only option is the Kinran, but I don't think he can even fetch the Kinran because it's grade 1. Your only targets to bring back from his drop zone is only grade 2 or higher. So it's either the grade 2 stealth, or possibly a Persona Ride, or even Unprecedented. Either way, is actually pretty bad. If your orders, if your drop zone is not set up properly.
Alright, there's the +5 on...
Yep, since Dio is already at +3.
I didn't see what was entered inside to the soul. Alright, now he's setting up his bind zone right now. The number of hand cards Dio has, should it be enough? I think there's
I think
2 PGs.
it's still pretty enough.
There's only 2 PGs, and I think there should be a 5 attack from the Shoujo Doji side.
He does not seem to have the Tsukuyodachi. I did not see the Tsukuyodachi. Is that a Tsukuyodachi?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it was a Tsukuyodachi. If he can get the Tsukuyodachi, then he will have at least 5, because consistently you will always have 4 attacks with Shoujo Doji. If you want 5, you have to have Tsukuyodachi on the bind zone. So he will bind out the Obscurate, one of the blue orders, as well as a grade 1 monster.
Alright. He hasn't even started to attack, right?
Yeah, not yet. He's still deciding how to plan his attack. He does not know that the grade 2 does retire the units on his bind zone. He can choose up to 2 units in his 2 cards in his bind zone to retire. So he can choose to retire the blue order. He can choose to retire the Obscurate and as well as the monster. But I'm pretty sure he will target the monster.
Yep.
The monster is a very ideal target for to give the minus power, so that Dio does not have any power check for the next turn. So Dio does guard the 15. That is 23.
Alright.
So it does activate the Kinran skill. What will he fetch out? And he will get the Isazao.
Alright. Adds it to hand.
Yeah, and then he will use the skill to CB1 and retire, give the entire front row plus 5k. And he can decide to retire 2 cards from his bind zone. Question is, what of the 2 will he discard?
If he retires the Obscurate, it will still come back to the field, right?
Yes, by Poison Ava skill.
Yep.
So it does not matter. If it's bottom of the deck, it does not matter because he can still fetch it out with Ava.
Yeah, it's
the grade 1 monster is the ideal target to discard. So yeah, he does take out the 2 big threats. If he gets the Isazao, but I don't think he. Wait, I think it is. I think that is Isazao that is on the bind zone right now.
I'm not sure. The Isazao doesn't look like that, I think.
Probably. We'll see soon enough. So that's gonna be swinging 23 plus 3, 31 on the side of the Unprecedented. If he wants to take it out,
oh my God! Defensive OT.
Defensive OT
comes at the best moment of Dio's life.
Hand. What is hand? I will not discard the hand, but at the same time, it's also pretty bad because Dion really needs the ZB.
Oh yeah, that's true. Even though he can countercharge if he has the order.
Yep. So Kendo will use his Shotodoji skill to bind out the 2 rear guards, and use the grade 1 kunai to countercharge since he saw cards to. What is he doing? Why is he targeting that?
Why is he targeting Russia?
Why is he targeting that? I'm also curious. Oh, he's targeting rear. He's targeting rear. Okay, he's
okay.
targeting rear for the attack. So he will choose to take it. First check, second check. Oh, double on president.
Okay.
That's 5 no shields in his
And
hand.
he ends the turn.
Yeah, well, he cannot do anything about that because Ava is just sitting pretty at 100 million because of the defensive OT.
Kendo got punished hard by retiring his monster, and now he made a monster itself.
Dio, you did this last time.
You did this last time, Dio. Please
Oh.
draw.
This is a persona right now. This is a
Why
persona
did you-
right. Bantay ka lang, Dio.
If you please draw, or we'll call judge. Please draw.
Siya na lang bahala. Let us see if he remembers. He also forgot to unflip, to
stand
up
up.
the order.
He
okay.
draws.
He
Okay.
remembers.
But does he stand up his orders?
He will eventually. I'm pretty sure he will eventually. The question is, what will he call out?
He stands up.
Yos. Anton was here. No worries. So he will resend the orders this time. He is deciding what to call out. Okay, he will play the blue order. I don't think he's gonna play that big of a hand right now. He's still deciding what to spirit call. He will call out the. Okay, he will call out the combined rusher.
And with no CB, he can't call the rusher from the drop.
Yep. But I don't think it matters that much because he can always also use the skill of the Imgrar
Yeah.
to call himself out. So
Oh, yeah.
he does pay that.
For energy, right?
Yeah, it's just energy. And if he wants to get the CC, he can always play the grade 1 order. But at this point, he's still very early, so I don't think he would necessarily needs it right now.
True.
So what you're gonna plan to do, Dio? So
Alright.
finalizing the placement of the Imdrar. Just place it on the underneath the combined rusher. So he will use the skill of Ava to soul blast 1, rest 3, and give power to Ava herself. I'm surprised. I thought he would. Oh, you see, not. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have to because poison Ava.
Yep.
So he will swing 20. I know it's 18. 18 to the rear, which is the unprecedented. Yep. I don't think it's an interesting plan that Gio is trying to do. Swing at the unprecedented, even though he just saw Kendo drive check 2. He drove check 2
He drove
just a
check
while
2.
ago. But it is an ideal option because like the unprecedented is still a 10k, a plus 10k beat stick on his board. So if he wants to take that away from him, then he can. Oh, he's planning to block it.
Why?
But I don't think he can because Kunai is only on attack from the Vanguard. He will block the unprecedented. Eva skill will swing at the Vanguard. He will search for the Obscudate.
It's the G3 one.
Yep, it is the G3 one. Actually, it doesn't matter if he binds down G3 or G2 Obscudate. He will come back to the field no matter what.
I was thinking that he would call out the G2 so that he can just wipe out unprecedented anyway, but
it's an ideal option actually. So he does no guard, gets the crit. Where will you give the power, Dio? You already know that he has 2 dead cards in his hand. He will give the crit to the Vanguard and gives the power to Obscudate and we'll get the front!
Oh my god.
So fat!
Oh. Alright, now with Kendo with 4 damage. Goes with the combined rusher attack.
Oh, Dio is gonna swing non-lethal first. He will swing at the
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented is going to be eating 13. That is 30 plus front, 40, 40 plus 10, 50.
50.
Sheesh! That's 40k shield. He needs to guard 40k for from the combined rusher. Just needs 40k shield. Do we see it? A double front is all it takes to guard it.
I see 3 cards point placed down.
He's probably trying to save it. I don't think he wants to let it go.
But he has to guard 40, right?
He has to guard 40. That's 50 right now because unprecedented on the personal right, that's 20. Unprecedented. Combined rusher right now is sitting at 10, base 10, 20 from the personal right, 30 from his own skill, and then gets the front 40, and then gets a plus 10 from the boost. So
Alright.
that's 50.
He takes it, President is now retired.
Yeah, and he has to block 23, 33, 38 double trigger.
No guard.
No PG?
So
oh my
much-
god! Oh my god! No PG!
No PG.
My god!
And the winner.
The winner for this tournament is Dio!
Dio.
What the heck?
The misplay king wins.
The Misplay King!
Oh my god.
Jesus! My god, the double triggers! That's the name of the game! You don't need to be all skilled, you just need to check yellows! So easy! Jesus Christ, okay. I am interested in why he wanted to target on the unprecedented. This is an interesting choice. I really want to talk to him about it. But that will conclude the weekly tournament for this week. So thank you very much for dropping by at the standard tournament here at Topdeck. So please, for those who are interested in trying to join us, go drop by at Grand Central here in, I believe, Pabayo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are located here in Pabayo, very close to Xavier Main. So we're located at the Grand Central 3rd floor. We play all sorts of games. We play Vanguard like what you're seeing today. We probably will also have a shoutcast later for live stream for OP Standard. And we also have a lot of Magic. So please do come by if you're interested in joining us. But we're also open to teaching newcomers and all that. So once again, my name is Francis.
And my name is Kino.
All right. I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.